SBS.
I might just stand up so you can see me.
Sure. Hey.
Medina from SBS. To Prime Minister Luxon, after just 3 weeks in office, you've moved to dismantle the Māori Health Service, reduce the Māori language in the public service, and you've been accused by the Māori Party of bringing race relations in New Zealand to its worst since colonisation. Do you think you've steered New Zealand off course?
Well, look, I disagree completely. You know, as I've said right from the get-go, we're going to be a government for all New Zealanders. We want Māori to do well. We want non-Māori to flourish and do well. We know that when Māori are doing well, New Zealand's doing great. And so, you know, we have differences of opinion about how to deliver improved outcomes for Māori. Part of it is, yes, we don't think a separate Māori Health Authority delivers that. We think there are better ways in which we can improve those outcomes. And so our government's going to be very focused on delivery, improving outcomes for all Kiwis, and that's what we're going to do.
And Prime Minister Anthony Albanese...
Hang on, you only get one.
Same question, but just
I have no intention of commenting on New Zealand domestic politics.
Can I go to Giles? Oh, is it? Oh, fantastic.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
Kia ora, McLean from Te Karere. And a question for both Prime Ministers. Race relations and indigenous issues are topical issues in both your countries. What do you think you need to do as government to alleviate the anxiety among Māori and Aboriginal Australians?
Look, I mean, this morning we had a fantastic welcome to country, ceremony this morning, and it was fantastic actually talk to Yvonne and Brendan about that and actually where they are. But what I observed was that, we have very strong connections between Māori and the Indigenous people of Australia, and actually we want to continue to build out that depth of that relationship between them as well. It's one of the things I'm going to be talking to potential businesses and investors actually later on this afternoon, is about the opportunity that exists in the Māori economy in particular, and actually how they can get connected to those opportunities economically. But we want to continue to see those Indigenous ties between our Indigenous people actually continue to grow and deepen in the coming years, and we've got to work hard at making that happen.
We regard closing the gap between Indigenous and non-Indigenous Australia as being a core priority of the government. We have gaps when it comes to life expectancy. We have health outcomes that are a huge difference across our nation, including some diseases that have been eradicated in most parts of the world but are still prevalent in some parts of remote Australia. We see educational opportunities where there are gaps as well. And it is an unfortunate fact that a young Indigenous male has a greater chance of going to jail than a university in our country. My government is working to listen to Indigenous Australians. We listen to Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people who put forward a request in the Uluru Statement from the Heart. We listened to them and put that to the Australian people in accordance with that request. We respect the outcome that the Australian people determined in the referendum earlier this year, but that does not change our commitment to making a practical difference to close that gap, because while we have one section of Australian society are clearly more disadvantaged than the overall population, then we're all diminished by that. So we'll continue to work constructively through the range of policies that we have on education, on health, on housing, on practical differences to close that gap going forward. Can I thank all our Kiwi friends from the media who've travelled here with the Prime Minister as well, and can I conclude this event by thanking Prime Minister Luxon for making Australia his first visit. The first Prime Minister that I met upon my election was Prime Minister Ardern. That says something about the relationship between our two countries, and that it is a relationship that I know has never been stronger, but I look forward to it being even further strengthened in the years ahead due to the working relationship as our respective Prime Ministers that we've begun today. Thanks very much.